Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Z1063 Hit Music Now, kDawG backstage. Hoodie Allen, what's going on, man?
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for being here.
You know,
a little dungeon.
I know, right?
Sunshine.
I thought we were going to get locked in here, a little sliding door going on. But I got to ask you, the tour you're on now, the People Keep Talking World Tour, is this your biggest tour?
This is my biggest tour ever, yeah. This is my biggest tour to date. And then it's a little bit of a misnomer because this is only in the U.S. so far, but we're going to be in Europe in the spring and Canada as well.
Now, how's the reception been?
It's been great. It's like, you know, the album came out a little bit over a month ago, so it's great to see that people actually have memorized like all the lyrics to the new stuff as well as the old stuff, so it's great. Now,
comparing it to like some of your older tours to this one, would you say the reception for it has been better then or better now?
It's really always great. I mean, the big thing that differentiates it is obviously there's a whole new album out, and with that, I wanted to give people a show that they hadn't seen before. Like if you're a fan who's come and seen me twice before, you know, I wanted the production to be extra special. So we got some tricks up our sleeves, and I think just overall the experience is way crazier.
Now, just walking inside, I've seen all the fans lining up outside. Yeah. Some of them have been here since like 4:30 this morning, waiting outside, and it's cold.
It's
very cold.
It's cold for you guys. It's not really cold for this like northeastern kid over here, but yes, it's cold for Albuquerque for sure.
Gotcha. Now, starting out in an early age, what age did you start out like you wanted to do this as a career?
Well, I started writing songs when I was like 11 or 12. I don't think there was any semblance of a career.
Do you remember any of the stuff you used to write like in 11, 12?
Yeah, it was really bad. It was rhyming. I guess it was raps without me knowing it was raps. It was sort of like storytelling, rhyming. It's pretty terrible. Yeah.
Do you remember any of them?
Not that I would want to recite back right now, but what was that,
Whoa.
Mo? Okay.
Now, going through high school, going through mid school, did you like start out? You said you started out like 11, 12. Going through your high school years, were you like rapping? I guess you would say in high school.
Yeah, that was when. Excuse me. That was when I started doing like recording some of the first songs. You know, I had like a $10 microphone from Radio Shack and like a little setup and like Fruity Loops, and that's when I started, stealing beats. Well, there used to be like MP3.com. You used to get all these free beats.
I remember that.
So that's how I started off, was doing stuff like that.
Influences growing up.
Hip hop wise.
Hip hop.
Reflection Eternal, Black Star, Atmosphere, Little Brother, Outkast, Def Chuck stuff, Rhyme Sarah stuff. For
now
sure.
I know you're not only hip hop, but I know because listening to the new album, which is great by the way.
Thanks, man.
You actually sing too, so would you consider yourself? Yeah, and it's really good too, because you would sing. It doesn't seem like auto-tuned. It just seems like it's really, really good.
I mean, there's tuning on there. There's tuning on all music nowadays.
Yeah, but you can't really tell.
Yeah, hopefully I tried to be pretty decent.
I couldn't tell.
Okay, that's good. That's good. It's definitely not like the T-Pain auto-tune. Yeah, those are my influences. Actually, are like pretty underground hip hop, but I definitely cater to more of a pop-leaning hip hop. That's just my personal. I like writing like anthems and songs that can be sung along to. So I try to do. You'll see a lot of sung hooks, rapping verses, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Now in college, you went to college, right?
I did. Yeah, I graduated.
What'd you get your degree in?
Finance and marketing. Very relevant.
Right. So yeah. I take it you handle your own business, or the majority of it.
Yeah, a lot of it. I don't do my own taxes because that'd be crazy. But yeah, I'm in charge of a lot of it.
Now you got started in college. Now tell us like more or less. RJ, heard the name?
Yeah, RJ Ferguson. He been a producer since 2009. That was the first Hoodie Allen song that I ever really was on the internet and received well. Was a song that we did together called "You're Not a Robot," and he produced also the majority of this album. So that's been my dude since sort of day two.
Now you had classes with him. Who approached you? Did you like, oh hey, I heard about you, or did he?
It was one of those things where we had mutual friends and this guy makes beats, and it's like, oh yeah, I hear this guy raps, and then eventually you meet up in person, and we had a marketing class together our junior year, so that's when we started hanging out and becoming friends and working on music.
Now, what college did you go to?
UPenn in Philly.
Ivy League school.
Yeah.
Now, I read a quote that you had said that you were smarter than the music that you make. Did you clarify that?
Well, I think I said that on Sway, possibly. I think what was meant by that was just to say that I am not trying to be acrobatic, lyrical, satirical, rhythm. That's just not the type of rap I do. And I think, at some point to get your message clear out to everyone, there's there's ways that you can write songs that are more approachable and a little bit more broad, rather than super specific and purposefully trying to sort of, I don't know, look out for yourself and possibly alienate your audience. So I think that's what I sort of was trying to go for with that.
Just clarify that. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, I think I just meant that, like, I don't know, I'm a bit of a nerd, but my music isn't trying to like fit as many syllables in a sentence as possible. Like, it's just not me.
All right, now let's go to the new album. Just came out. People keep talking. Gotta say, listening to it, and usually like with albums, especially like hip hop, I'll go through them and like, okay, that's cool, and then kind of like skip through.
Yeah.
Yours, I kid you not, just let it play through the whole thing.
Thanks so much.
It was awesome. Movie.
Yeah, movie.
That a bunch of like pop culture references on that.
Definitely.
Like going through the whole song, if you listen to the whole thing, it's just like I know that one, I know that one, I know that one, I know that one. That's pretty cool how you did all that.
That's sort of been my thing in some ways, or since the beginning. You know, I'm definitely a pop culture junkie in some sense, and I think it's a relatable part of what I do, trying to come up with a way to reference something that's in popular culture.
And it sounds good. It sounds good. The way you do it, it sounds good.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Sound check.
Yeah.
We'll edit that. Yeah, no. With movie, definitely pop culture heavy. The video sort of matches that energy, and in some ways, I thought that was a pretty good, like, quintessential Hoodie Allen song to kickstart the album, because that was the first, video and song we released for it.
Now with All About It, Ed Sheeran, how did that come about?
Really, we just been friends for a while, and one night in New York City, we decided to get in the studio rather than go drinking, and we made All About It.
So you made All About It drunk?
No, we made it. we made it pretty sober. That was a pretty sober decision.
Yeah, because hearing Ed Sheeran, like, because the new record that he has out, you can kind of see the similarities between that one and then All About It. And you guys shot the music video.
Yeah.
Up in Canada.
We shot it in Toronto because he was on tour at the time. It was his last stop of his like Multiply North American tour. And so I was like, before we lost him to Europe, I was like, we gotta shoot this video.
Which is a funny video. Guys dressed up like superheroes and stuff. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Like,
thanks,
man. Love superheroes.
I thought it was silly. I thought it, like, it's sort of in the vein of like the Beastie Boys stuff that we grew up on. And like, I just thought it was good for things.
Now let's go to your fans. The Hoodie Mob.
Yeah.
They're out there waiting.
It's
4:30. Now you're all over social media. They got the Instagram, the Twitter.
Of course, yeah.
At Hoodie Allen.
Yeah.
By the way,
pitch it.
You should follow.
Plug it.
There you go. So they're outside waiting. Now I know you get interactive with them a lot more than like pretty much any other star out there. You actually interact with them.
I'm all over the tweets. I really pride myself on trying to respond to as many people as possible. It gets a little bit harder during tour, especially doing running around a lot. But I'll usually end my night after posting like the picture with the entire crowd, just going through and seeing what people are saying and trying to write back and say thank you and stuff like that.
What's like the tweets that you get from them? What's kind of like the weirdest tweet that you've gotten from them? Will you bury my first kid, or something like that?
I mean, we get crazy tweets sometimes, but that's just because I think a lot of kids use Twitter sort of as an alias, and they just want to say the craziest thing to see if they get a reaction. So we'll get like some pretty vulgar stuff, not like in a mean way, like vulgar sexual stuff. And you're like, hey, now calm down. You're probably.
Are you single, or you got a girlfriend?
I have a girlfriend.
Okay, so ladies, you got the girlfriend. So
even if I was single, some of this stuff is not appropriate for people to say. But it's all in the internet, so it's all good.
Okay, now closing up right now. I understand you're a big Breaking Bad fan.
Huge Breaking Bad fan.
Have you been to any of the locations here?
I have. The first time I was in Albuquerque, which was about 6 months ago, I went to the house. I stole a rock, from the fun lawn. I went to the car wash. I saw the meth van, which I guess is being used as like a tour thing.
Yeah.
And I went everywhere I could. We tried to go to Saul's, where the attorney office is.
They're filming Better Call Saul here right now. And
that they just announced a release date for it too, for a premiere.
You stoked?
I'm very stoked. I'm very excited, man. It's really like a special show, and it's cool that they were able to integrate a lot of like Albuquerque into it, and that like the city's rallied around it, and I think it's good for everyone. Like, it's good for tourists, and it's good for just the town. It's cool to have something that's like landmarked around you, especially when it's like really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, the only thing I grew up in a place right outside of Manhattan called Long Island.
Yep.
Like, there was a show called like the Princesses of Long Island or something, which was just like one of those Bravo shows meant to like make people look like terrible, and that was what it's like the Jersey Shore equivalent. Okay. So we have like Jersey Shore, you guys get Breaking Bad, you win, and it's way better.
Yeah, definitely. So one last question. Since you're from Long Island, Jets, Giants?
Jets, New York Jets. They're pretty bad. I roll with them though forever. Like they're my, constant misery, and I love it.
I would pick the Giants if I was from there, but
I mean the Giants got some Super Bowls. The Giants are great. My dad likes the Giants, but I'm a Jets fan.
Very good. Hoodie Allen, ladies and gentlemen, people keep talking CDN stores now. Pick it up and follow him at Hoodie Allen, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all over. kDawG, Z1063, hit music now.
Peace.